What's up, everybody? I'm Taylor, and here I share my personal recovery journey. I want to share something that has been extremely important in my life. Over a year ago, I had the most hardest thing happen to me. My health had declined. Now, during this time, I was active in recovery. I had a solid foundation. I had a support system. I was doing everything um, that I could do to work on myself and to heal myself from my past. And so I was in a really good place when it comes to how solid I was in my recovery. And during this time, I felt so unheard, unseen, and misunderstood by every single person in my life. I felt alone. I felt disconnected from everybody. And I knew that it was because I was going through such a hard time. I had all of this fear, all of these emotions, and all of these things that contributed to why I felt so disconnected. And so instead of laying down in the bed all day like the addicted me would have done, the suffering version of myself would have done before recovery, I started coming outside and I started talking out loud to myself. I started being vulnerable with myself. I started showing up for myself. So for over a year, I did that, and I became so emotionally and spiritually connected to myself. It changed the way I viewed people. It changed the way I viewed relationships. It changed the way I view how to connect to people. And for me, this has been a positive thing for me learning how to show up for myself on an emotional and a spiritual level. And the only way that I've been able to do that is change my self talk and speak to myself like I'm my own best friend. A lot of people speak about speaking to a higher power in this sense, and that hasn't worked for me. I speak to myself and I speak to the power of life, whatever it may be. But the most important thing that's contributed and has influenced my recovery is learning how to speak to myself and learning how to emotionally and spiritually connect to myself. I do things, I journal all the time. I talk in my journal app. I write on my mirror. I do a lot of intentions and affirmations. I really preferably rather say intentions. I claim the power that I already have within myself, and I have to believe in myself. And that's the only way I've been able to stay strong and to balance my mental health and not pick up a substance.